The following podcast contains mature subject matter, adult themes, and may also contain profanity. You have been warned.
Hey everybody, welcome back to The Absurd, a podcast about things absurd, news and history and mysteries and stuff. That sprite you hear laughing away is my charming co-host Mel. Hello, Mel.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Great.
You are great, eh?
I am great.
You know why you're great? Because I had snacks ready for you.
Yes, you did. I was so hungry.
I prepared for her artichoke mac and cheese bites, which I did not make. I bought them. And little Italian meatballs, which I also didn't buy.
You didn't buy?
I mean, I didn't make them.
Oh, okay.
And I bought her beer.
Yes.
Yeah, which I'm not having.
Spoiled.
Indeed.
Wow. Look at that.
So, we just finished Thanksgiving. Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yes, I did.
Did you?
Yes.
In 3 words or less, describe for me everything you did this weekend.
In 3 words or less?
No, you can have more words.
Okay. What did I do this weekend? Well, I know I did the whole turkey family thing on Sunday.
Cool.
I hosted, so I did all the cooking, Newfoundland style. It was fantastic.
What does that mean? Like in a big plastic bag or something? Like a
Yes,
captain's
yeah, on a
boil?
on a pile of fish. Yes.
Did you have a pile of fish?
No, didn't.
Oh, okay.
I was just being a dick.
No, well done.
But yeah. And then Monday went to the apple orchard and picked some
Sorry,
Honeycrisp
apple. You
orchid.
Orchard?
Orchard? Did I say orchid?
Yeah, that's a flower. They don't grow.
The apple flower.
Yeah, they don't grow apples. Orchids.
Apple orchard. Sorry.
Orchard.
Oh my God.
Let's take that from the top. So, what did you do on Monday?
On Monday we went apple picking.
Ooh, nice.
Yes, I got some Honeycrisp apples.
Did you go to an apple orchard?
Yes, we did.
Did you?
Yes, we did.
But you got pumpkins too, did you?
And we went to a pumpkin patch.
Ooh.
Yep, we did that and ran into like 8 people we know. It was crazy.
With your car?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes,
I hope
yes.
nobody was hurt.
Yeah, just a lot of smashing pumpkins.
Oh. Ooh.
Ah,
Do, 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 do.
I love smashing pumpkins.
Like literally, like with the band?
The band.
Oh, okay.
They're fantastic.
Yeah, they're good for sure.
What about you? What'd you do?
Not a great deal, which was awesome. I went out Friday night to the same place I went the previous Friday, which sucked again. And on Saturday, I went out to watch the Leaf game at Piper's Arms,
Nice.
which never sucks, by the way.
Yeah.
I wrote them a great review.
Good.
Glowing.
Oh, glowing. Wow.
And then Sunday I did some house cleaning and I cooked some carrot ginger coconut soup.
Soap. Wow.
Shut up. And then carrot ginger coconut milk soup.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
I pickled some jalapenos.
Yum.
And then on Monday my folks came over and we had a bunch of delectables, including said soup. And we watched several episodes of the Grand Tour.
Oh, wow, look
which
at
my
you.
Look at me. My parents also love that show. So, yeah. It's good.
Cool stuff.
Here we are now.
Here we are now.
I'm disappointed, though. It was supposed to rain like all day Sunday and all day Monday.
It was supposed to rain.
It
yeah.
didn't either.
Yeah. It rained in Elmira. It did.
A little bit, maybe. But
Yeah.
see, I wanted it to rain all day so I could, after my cleaning and cooking was done, I could watch horror movies. And, really...
You can't do that when the sun's out?
Well, you can, but it's not the same.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So, yeah, I think that's about it for my weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we want to get into some stories?
Please do. That's what the people want.
That's what the people want. you're an omnivore. You eat meat.
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever eaten any game like, venison or moose, caribou?
Yeah, I've dabbled here and there.
I really like moose.
Do you?
I love it. Love it.
Really?
For anyone who's never had it, it's not packed with flavor. It's nothing like venison. Venison definitely has like a gamey taste, or to some degree. Moose, I find, doesn't at all.
See, and I think it does.
And I think you're wrong.
Yeah, I have moose in my freezer right now.
Well, that's a big freezer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not a whole moose.
Oh, so it's not alive.
It's not alive.
Oh,
if it was
good.
in the freezer, it probably wouldn't be alive anyways.
Well, I'd probably kick the crap out of your freezer to get out.
Probably.
Have you ever eaten bear?
I have not.
Have you ever wanted to?
No.
I did many, many, many decades ago. I ate it, and I wasn't a fan.
What kind of bear?
I would have been black bear. And maybe there's a way to do it so it's really good. I don't know.
Maybe.
I'd try it again.
In a good Alfredo sauce or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that doesn't go with bear. But like many meats, certainly like beef, you can have medium rare, even raw, in fact, if it's done right, like beef tartare or, what have you. Chicken, no. Yeah, you don't want it medium rare.
No, definitely not.
No. And bear, you don't want it rare. You want to know why?
Oh, you're going to tell me.
I sure am.
Yeah.
Rare bear meat at gathering gave 10 people a scare. And parasitic worms.
Oh,
Yeah.
delicious.
If you're going to eat a bear, make sure it's not rare. I'm going to get that tattooed on my chest.
You should.
The animal's flesh can be riddled with encased worm larvae, which upon being eaten will happily reproduce in your innards and let their offspring roam the rest of your person, including invading your brain and heart. See, I use my brain and heart all the time.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Like almost every day.
Okay.
To defeat these savage squirmers, all one must do is cook the meat to at least 165 degrees Fahrenheit, same as chicken.
You're just a wealth of knowledge.
Wow, I don't want to brag. But that simple solution continues to be ignored, according to a report today in the Center for Disease Control and Prevention's Morbidity and Mortality Weekly Report.
Ooh, mouthful.
It was indeed. In this week's issue, health officials in North Carolina report that rare bear meat was served at was served last year at a November 23rd gathering, where at least 22 people ate the meat and at least 10 developed symptoms of a worm infection. Of the 10, 6 were kids and teens between the ages of 10 and 18. The infection is from the roundworm Trichinella, which causes trichinosis. While the infection is rarely fatal, the nematodes lead to burrow out of the bowels and meander through the body, embedding in whatever muscle tissue they come across. A telltale sign of an infection in people is facial swelling, caused when the larvae take harbor in the muscles of the face and around the eyes.
Jesus.
Of the 10 people in North Carolina, 9 had facial swelling. Local health officials were onto the outbreak when one person developed flu-like symptoms and puzzling facial swelling. They then traced it back to the gathering. The report doesn't specify what kind of gathering it was, but noted that 34 attendees in total were surveyed, from which they found the 22 people who ate the rare meat. The 10 people found with symptoms are technically considered only probable cases because the infections were never diagnostically confirmed. To confirm a trichinosis infection, researchers need blood samples taken from the person as the person recovers to look for antibodies against the parasite. None of the 10 people returned for blood draws. Smart.
Yeah.
Health investigators also ran into problems when trying to stamp out the infections. All 10 people were prescribed an antiparasitic drug, which is effective against the infection. But some people apparently delayed getting treatment because the prescription was around $100. Trichinolosis used to be associated with eating undercooked pork. Pork. The worms can live in many types of animals, including rodents, but pastured pigs would pick up infections through their cannibalistic and scavenging tendencies. Fortunately, pork-related cases are nearly non-existent in Canada now, and the U.S., and North America, and the West, thanks to improvements in pig raising practices.
Pig racing? That
Shut
sounds
up.
fun.
I'm going to take that over again. This sounds kind of fun. No, I'm going to leave that in, actually.
Yeah, it was funny.
I meant pig racing practices. The remaining source of infection in humans is wild game, including bear, but also boar and moose.
Huh.
So cook that moose. Earlier this year, health officials from multiple states reported that 6 family members developed trichinolosis after serving undercooked bear kebabs. There's something I've never thought of.
A bear kebab.
Did this at a family gathering. Now, this is a bit disturbing, this last bit of info.
Okay.
In that case, the bear had been harvested in Canada, but investigators highlighted another troubling twist with these worms. Trichinella can be freeze-resistant.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's
So the
not
bear
good.
meat that sickened the family had in fact been frozen for nearly 4 months.
Oh.
Yet motile, living larvae remained after the meat was thawed, and 2 family members became infected after eating only vegetables that were cooked alongside the meat. Yeah.
Wow. So I won't be ordering any bear.
We've got worms at home, son. You're not going to... You can't... Well, to my knowledge, there's no restaurants that serve bear.
Probably not.
I've had caribou at a restaurant, though, but that
Yes.
was like on James Bay. Like not right on the bay, but on the shore at the side
I
of
got
the
it.
bay.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew where you were going with that.
So, yeah, anyone out there who wants to eat bear, you can. But you should make sure that it was cooked to 165. I would.
Oh my God. Yeah, I wouldn't even know where to get that other than killing it yourself.
A bear?
Yeah.
Well, you could talk to someone who hunts. I know
guess.
people who bear hunt. I'm not really into it. I kind of like bears.
Yeah, I don't mind bears.
You know, they do their
They
thing.
kind of keep to themselves until you provoke it. I
Yeah,
mean, black
black-
bears, anyways.
Black bears are whatever.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you don't corner them or get near their young, they don't want anything to do with you.
We used to watch them at the dump.
Yeah. You and everybody. I
Hey,
used to
kids, let's go for a drive. And we'd end up at the dump.
Of course. I used to see them when I lived up north and taught up, or like when I would walk to school. And I remember a few times there was a bear coming down the road towards me, and in between was the road where I had to turn to walk to school.
Uh-huh.
And I'd be like, okay, who's going to get to that road first, me
Right.
or the bear?
Uh-huh.
Right?
And I guess you can't start running because that
not a
would
good
not be
idea.
that wouldn't be a good idea.
No, it's a terrible idea. And it
Yeah.
was at that point, it was probably 100 meters away from me.
Oh.
So I wasn't scared. Like, wasn't gonna do. I wasn't gonna look at him and go, you know, because black bears don't see us as a food source.
No.
I mean, we're pretty big animals too, you know. But interestingly, if I may, at the school we had to do a seminar, that is a staff, on what to do if a bear came into the playground, like at recess or lunch or whatever.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's no big deal. I mean, because it was school was JK to grade 8, and I'm not fast, but I can certainly outrun JK kids. So I wasn't really all
So
that.
you were fine.
Yeah, I wasn't really all that.
You can
concerned
easily
about it.
push them away.
Well, I don't know if I'd do that, but I guess I'd push them out of my way.
So long, suckers.
Yeah, I wouldn't like hand them to the bear unless I had to.
You had to
But you know that
start throwing them at the bear.
you know the saying about bears, right?
You're gonna tell me.
If it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lie down. If it's white, good night.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because
that
black
makes sense.
bears, yeah, you can fight back. You should.
Yeah.
Don't lay down around them. Like, don't play dead. With brown bears, you can play dead.
Yeah.
Black bears, no, they'll maul you.
I don't. Oh.
White, it doesn't matter. White bear, white polar bear, like polar
Yeah,
bears,
they'll just.
they see us as a food source.
Yes, of
They're
course
the
they
only
do.
bear that will stalk humans.
Yeah.
And they're strictly carnivores. You know, they're like, if you say, dude, I'll give you these raspberries if you don't eat me, they're not going to be interested. They're not taking the deal. Okay?
Good to know.
Well, I don't know where you get raspberries up there.
This is a valid question.
I think so. It's good to find out before you go up there.
Yeah.
Hey, do you got a story for us?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
All right. We're going to take it down a notch.
Whoa.
We're going to get deep.
Uh-oh. Is it scary?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just for you.
I like scary.
Yeah, it's
sometimes.
not really scary. It's just horrifying. Anyways, 36-year-old Virginia McCullough murdered her parents and lived with their bodies for 4 years.
Oh, wow.
So it's a double whammy there. Not only did she kill them,
Gross.
but just going to live with their bodies.
Oh, this is Ed Gein kind of stuff. You know who I mean?
No, I don't know that name.
You're gonna be. I have some homework for you.
Okay. Great. She poisoned her father, John McCullough, 70, with prescription medication that she crushed and put into his alcoholic drinks. She then murdered her mother, Louise McCullough, 71, the following day. So not the same day.
How did she kill her?
Well, I will tell you.
Oh, sorry.
By beating her with a hammer.
Oh, God.
And stabbed her multiple times in the chest with a kitchen knife bought for that said purpose. Yeah.
What do you mean?
She bought the kitchen knife for that reason.
Sorry. I missed that word.
Yeah.
I'd rather go the way the father went.
Yeah, me too.
Big time.
Me too. Yeah, if I had a choice.
Yeah. I don't even care what the meds are. Yeah, hook me up.
Both murderers, there was only one.
Good.
I'll try that again.
Okay.
Both murders took place in June 2019 at the couple's home in Great Baddow, Essex, where the defendant continued to live with her parents' dead bodies for the next 4 years. McCullough built a makeshift tomb for her father.
Oh,
Yes, wait for this one.
Oh, good.
The rectangular tomb was found in a room that had been Mr. McCullough's bedroom and study, and was composed with masonry blocks stacked together. It was covered with multiple blankets and a number of pictures and paintings over the top. Just in case you were wondering what that big pile is, it's just holding my pictures.
Wow.
She concealed the body of her mother wrapped in a sleeping bag within a wardrobe in her mother's bedroom on the top floor of the property. The murders were uncovered after her parents' GP raised concerns over missed appointments. That's
After
a lot
4
of
years.
That's a lot of missed appointments.
Well, that guy's quick like a bunny.
Police forced entry into the home on September 15th, 2023. For years, McCullough told lies about their whereabouts, frequently telling doctors and relatives her parents were unwell, on holiday, or away on lengthy trips. Body cam footage of the arrest shows police forcing entry into the property before confronting McCullough in the hallway, where she confessed to her crimes. In reference to the arrest, she told the officers, I did know that this kind of thing would come eventually. It's proper that I serve my punishment. But then she added, cheer up. At least you caught the bad guy.
Wow.
I need that on a t-shirt. Cheer up. At least you caught the bad guy.
Say goodbye to the bad guy.
When telling officers where the murder weapon was, she said the knife used to stab her mother was underneath the stairs and will have blood on it. It's rusted, but it will still have blood traces on it.
Why would she keep it?
I don't know. Why would she keep the bodies?
Well, yeah, 100%, but yeah.
She also told the police she had to build up gumption to kill her mother, as I knew it had to get done. The prosecutor said the defendant engaged in online gambling and spent $38,000 in transactions related to gambling between June 2018 and September 2023. McCullough made arrangements to ensure that she continued to enjoy the benefit of the pensions that continued to be paid to her parents' names after their deaths. The prosecutor said McCullough benefited from $107K from the state pension and $137K from McCullough's teacher's pension between June 2019 and September 2023. So she's just taking their money.
Yeah.
Because, reaping the rewards of the pension. During sentencing, the judge said, "I'm sure a substantial motive for each of the murders was to stop your parents discovering you had been stealing from them and lying to them to take money that was intended for them." McCullough has been jailed for life with a minimum term of 36 years.
Does it say how old she is?
36.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So minimum term of 36, and she was 36.
Yes, so if she gets out, she's going to be basically her parents' age.
Yeah, no.
Or as old as they were when...
She needs to stay there.
Whoa, yeah.
Yeah, there's a video, too. If you look it up, look up the article, there's a video of when they got to the home and stuff. Like the body cam footage. It's quite interesting.
Yeah.
And not that you need to look a certain way to be a murderer, but she just looks like your run-of-the-mill next-door neighbor. Like, nothing suspicious about it.
Well, you just made me think. Did you see recently, I'm not going to hijack your story, we'll come back to
No,
it.
it's cool.
The woman in Toronto and Niagara Falls who just killed random people. Like recently.
No, I've never heard this.
She killed one or two people in Toronto, and I think she knew them. And then she killed two people in Niagara Falls, two guys. Didn't know them. Just randomly stabbed them to death.
Jeez.
She looks like a murderer.
Gotcha.
Like, you're looking at her
Yeah.
and you're like...
That tracks.
"Whoa,
That tracks.
But anyway.
Yeah.
So she did it simply for money. That's brutal.
Yeah,
And that-
so it just sounds like she had a really bad gambling problem. So she had spent all this money, didn't want her parents to find out, so she killed them and then used their money, their pension money, to keep gambling.
Well, I think anybody who has, even if you have a very good relationship with your parents, there's certain things you don't want them to find out,
Sure.
right?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I got a laundry list.
But would you kill them?
No. Well, and the other part of the story that I did not put in this article, but I was reading up on their siblings.
Oh.
And how do the siblings not, like, you haven't been around for 4 years?
Oh, so she had siblings.
Yes. Yeah, because that was all part of the deposition and everything, and, like, when you get into the guts of the whole story.
Yeah.
And they were interviewing the siblings and, like, some of their accounts of it, and they're, like, they're appalled, obviously.
Obviously.
But where have you been for 4 years?
No question.
Like,
even if you live, I don't know, this is in the UK, even if you live in Scotland, which is a good ways from Essex, but they don't have phones.
that's what I mean, right?
You never talk to your parents on the
in
phone.
like 4 years?
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of weirdness.
It is a lot of weirdness, so I don't know what's going on there, but yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's,
There you go.
good for her.
Yeah.
You can enjoy some time at Her Majesty's pleasure,
That's true.
as they say, for prison in the UK. Yeah, cool, I guess.
Yeah, well, there you go.
In an uncool way.
In an uncool way.
What
you got?
Oh, I got one. This is going to bring us back up.
Okay.
All right. Have you in your life ever been burgled?
Ever been what?
That's another English word. Burgled. Been the victim of a burglary.
No.
No one's ever broken into your house.
No.
Yeah.
I hope that never happens.
Yeah, no, it would be, even if not terrifying, very unsettling and rather...
Very unsettling.
Make you feel very vulnerable.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially having kids at home.
Yeah,
That
totally.
would just make it 10 times worse.
Well, and most burglars, they're not looking to hurt anyone. They want
No.
stuff.
They just
Right.
want stuff.
But you don't, even if you're away and they take all your stuff, you're going to come back and you're going to feel very, like I said, very vulnerable.
Yep.
Very, what's
Yep.
the word? Oh, God. You're going to feel very violated.
Violated, yes. I was trying to find that word too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even like someone breaking into your car.
Yeah.
Or stealing
same thing.
anything from you, for
Yeah.
that matter, right?
And obviously, if you happen to be home and they turn up, that's when the problems can start, because now both of you are, you're in a confrontation
Yeah.
that nobody wants,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
But anyway, that's for another time. I here have a story of a burglary.
Okay.
I believe, this is in Wales, I think. Like, not the aquatic mammal, but the...
It's not in a great whale. This didn't all happen inside.
No, I don't think so. It didn't say anything, but it said Wales, like the part of the UK.
Gotcha.
Sorry for
I
the
follow
Welsh
you
people
now.
for saying you're part of the UK, but you are. So a woman discovered her house had been broken into by a burglar who hung out her washing put her shopping away, and cooked a meal on her stove.
Wow.
I'm going to struggle with this last name so hard. Damian Wojciechowicz.
Sure.
He's 36 years old. I should ask my friend Eva. She's Polish. She would know. I was going to do that, actually. I'd say, how do you pronounce this name? But I forgot. Anyway, he was jailed for 22 months at Cardiff Crown Court on Thursday for carrying out the unusual burglary in Monmouthshire on 16th of July of this year. The woman said she was left too scared to stay in her home after returning from work to find items had been moved in the garden and her recycling bin had been emptied.
Wow.
The burglar left her a note saying, "Don't worry, be happy, eat up and scratch."
What? Eat up and scratch?
Don't ask me what that means. Like, I know what the eat up part,
Yeah.
because he made her a meal.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I know what scratch means. You're from Newfoundland, isn't that a Newfie saying?
No.
Okay. The court also heard the bird feeders had been refilled and plant pots had been moved. Inside the house, a pair of shoes had been removed from packaging, which were placed in the recycling bin. The packaging, not the shoes.
Gotcha.
Prosecutor Alice Sykes said a meal had been cooked using items from the woman's cupboard. Shopping had been taken from a bag and placed in the fridge, which had been rearranged. Kitchen utensils had been placed in the bin, and new ones from the shopping bag had been laid out. And toothbrush heads had been replaced on toothbrushes. An empty bottle of wine had been placed in a rack, having been drunk, and the floor had been cleaned with a mop and a bucket left out. The victim also saw a bottle of red wine had been left out next to a glass and bottle opener, and there was a bowl of sweets on the living room table.
Wow, I need
This
this
dude
person to
can
break
drop-
in.
Damn
Yeah.
straight. You kidding me? Once a week.
I know. This is great. Wine and candy and all
I know.
cleaning up. It's
She
great.
spoke to her neighbor, who described seeing someone hanging out washing. In a victim personal statement, the female victim said, 2 weeks after the crime until he was caught, I was living in a state of heightened anxiety I had never experienced before. I wondered if it was somebody who knew me, if it was going to turn into a stalking incident, if he knew I lived alone, and if I had been targeted. I was too scared to stay in my own home and stayed with a friend. A second burglary took place at another home on 29th of July, when the male homeowner received a CCTV alert on his phone which showed Damien, the dude with the long last name, walking on his driveway. The defendant went on to use the shower in a summer house to wash and clean his clothes. Food and drink had also been consumed, and the hot tub had also been left dirty. He's losing his touch. The victim asked the son-in-law to attend the property, and the defendant appeared to be drunk and was holding a glass. He was asked to leave and did so, but the burglar was later arrested. His DNA was found on fingerprints from the first property he burgled. The homeowner said he felt sick, horrified, and useless when he became aware of the burglary. Tabitha Walker, defending Damien, said her client was homeless at the time of the offenses and was undergoing a number of difficulties. She said he was apologetic to the victims and for the harm he had caused to them. Sentencing, recorder Christian Jewett said this was a significant intrusion in their homes. Damien, of no fixed abode, pleaded guilty to 2 counts of burglary. The court heard he has 4 previous convictions for offenses including common assault, public order offenses, and failing to surrender.
Wow. So did he actually steal things, or he just went in and cleaned up, other than like making food and drinks and all that stuff?
Well, he made the meal for her.
Right.
I mean, he did have a glass of wine.
Sure.
He was obviously having a drink at the second place.
But he
used
didn't
their
actually
hot tub.
steal things.
It doesn't sound like it. And maybe, so it said how he left the hot tub dirty, right? At the
Right.
second place. I would be willing to bet, given his MO for the first burglary, that he got caught before he had a chance to clean up.
Right. Yeah.
If the first one is any indication.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you still can't break into people's houses.
Well, no,
mean-
it is very unsettling.
Yeah, and
Regardless of what they did, they're still in your space.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like you would, because you would know right away, be like, well, I didn't do this.
Yeah.
Somebody's been in here.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
It's like I once got a birthday card like decades ago in the mail, when people still use mail for that stuff. And it said, "Happy birthday, Rod." That's it. I have no idea.
No idea who it's
still
from.
to this day who sent it to me. And it was kind of unsettling because it was a mystery. But
When was this?
Right, I couldn't possibly get an answer for it.
When was this?
Oh, decades ago.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't
Do you
think
still have it?
No, I don't still have it. I throw my cards out after, like, I give them a few years grace, and it's like, all right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't break into people's houses, but I don't know if he came in, or she, I'm not choosy, came in and said, had themselves a sandwich and a glass of wine or whatever, but clean up my place, have at it, dude.
Yeah.
Is that
no
all you
kidding.
want?
Yeah.
So yeah, that one I entitled The Helpful Burglar.
The helpful burglar.
Indeed.
Well, if you're gonna have a burglar, that's the one to have.
Unquestionably.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, you might as well clean up while you're in here.
You got something more for us?
Sure. I got one more.
Alright, yeah.
I got one about robot vacuums.
Ooh, cool. Like Rosie,
Rosie?
from the Jetsons.
Oh, well, okay. Different kind of robot.
Oh, okay.
She was a maid.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But she was a robot.
Yes, she was.
I know, that's what I just said. She was a robot.
She was a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah. God.
Okay, hurry.
Okay, hurry. Would you ever buy one? Like one of the Roombas or...
Well, my friend Jessica gave me one. And I didn't really get it. We didn't really click.
No?
Well, I mean, Jessica I got along fine. But I mean, the robot vacuum and I...
No? Didn't like it?
I don't know. And then I gave it to MCC thrift store. But I would like to try one again.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
I like it. I like it. We got one. We got it around the time when we got the dog.
Good timing.
Because, we have a golden retriever, so she's very hairy.
And Maddie.
And, yes, Maddie. And, she sheds like a mother.
Like a bugger.
Yep. So anyway, we got one.
It's
It's like run-of-the-mill, cheapy one. I don't have the expensive Roomba.
Is it good for picking up hair?
Yep.
Does it
Awesome.
mop?
No.
Because some mop now.
Yeah,
too,
some
right?
of them mop and self-clean and
Do your taxes.
like basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be sweet.
Well, apparently some of them can talk to you too. And like take video and all sorts of stuff.
Well, I don't like
Yeah,
that.
I don't have one of these.
Right.
I don't think I want one, especially after this.
Oh, lay it on us.
Robot vacuums in multiple U.S. cities were hacked in a space of a few days, with the attacker physically controlling them and yelling obscenities through their onboard speakers.
Love it.
The affected robots were all Chinese-made Evax D-Bot. I like that. D-Bot.
I like it.
X2s. Minnesota lawyer Daniel Swenson was watching TV when his robot started to malfunction. It sounded like a broken up radio signal or something. You could hear snippets of maybe a voice. Through the Evax app, he saw that a stranger was accessing its live camera feed and remote control feature. Dismissing it as some kind of glitch, Mr. Swenson reset his password, rebooted the robot, and sat back down on the couch beside his wife and 13-year-old son. Almost straight away, it started to move again. Like ours will do that sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think someone knocks it. If somebody knocks it, it comes off of its charging ports.
Yeah.
And then you just hear, and it just starts moving. You're like, oh my God.
Sorry, what was the noise it makes? Wow. Is it sort of like that, too?
Yes.
Does it?
Yes, it does.
Cool. I might get one.
Shut up.
Guess right.
This time there was no ambiguity about what was coming out of the speaker. A voice was yelling racist obscenities loud and clear right in front of Mr. Swenson's son.
Yeah.
I don't want to repeat what was said, but I think you can fill in the blanks with some of the things that I'm not going to say. Are you going to say it?
Do you want me to?
Go ahead.
I won't say it.
He knows the story too, so go ahead.
F N-word.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah. And if you need help beyond that, that's your problem.
That's your problem. Go to Google.
Right.
I got the impression it was a kid, maybe a teenager speaking, said Swenson. Maybe they were just jumping from device to device, messing with families. The second time around, he turned it off. Mr. Swenson kept his robot vacuum on the same floor as the family's master bathroom. Our youngest kids take showers in there, he said. I just thought of it catching my kids, or even me, not dressed. Despite the slurs, Mr. Swenson was glad that the hackers had announced their presence so loudly. It would have been much worse, he said, if they had decided to quietly observe his family inside their home. God, that's creepy, man.
Definitely.
Whew. No thank you. They could have peered through his robot's camera and listened through the microphone without him having the slightest clue.
Yeah.
It was a shock, he said, and then it was like almost fear, disgust. He took the device to the garage and never switched it on again. Multiple people, all based in the U.S., have reported similar hacking incidents within days of each other. The same day that Mr. Swenson's device was hacked, a D-Bot X2 went rogue and chased its owner's dog around their Los Angeles home.
Well, they can't go very fast, can they?
Sorry, it's just funny to me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Because the one that we have at home, the dog will stare at it until it gets just in front of her, and then she'll get up and move.
Oh, so as it's coming up towards the dog.
Yeah,
Right.
The dog's just looking. The cat does the same thing too. And you're like, you better move. Then the dog will get up and move, and then the robot will turn and come at her again. It's pretty funny.
Nice. That is awesome, actually.
In the days following the incidents with his Evax robot vacuum, Daniel Swenson made a complaint to the company. After some back and forth with support staff, he received a call from the senior Evax employee based in the U.S. He must have said 3 or 4 times that there should be a video of what happened. Each time I told him, yeah, that would be great, but I was more focused on the fact that a hacked robot was in the middle of my living room watching us and possibly recording us. Mm-hmm. The employee seemed to disbelieve what he was saying. Mr. Swenson says, despite multiple other owners having reported similar attacks around the same time.
Figures.
They told him that there was a high possibility that your Evax account was affected by a credential surfing cyber attack. Never even heard of that before, but...
Wow.
This was when someone reuses the same username and password on multiple websites, and the combination is stolen in a separate cyber attack. Even if Mr. Swenson had used the same username and password on other sites, and if these credentials had been leaked online, that still should not have been enough to access the video feed or to control the robot remotely.
Right.
These features are supposed to be protected by a 4-digit PIN. The PIN code was only checked by the app rather than the server or robot, which means that anyone with the technical know-how could bypass the check completely.
Yeah, and I actually read this article as well from a different source, so we know it's true. It's on a multitude of different sources. Mm-hmm. And the one concern here, and I never really thought about this, so if you buy something like this, obviously it requires software updates.
Yes.
Right. When this company goes belly up, there's no more updates.
No.
And which means no more security updates.
Nope.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So the device, it could still work.
Mm-hmm.
Based, using old software versions, but your security be right out the window.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. What's the speaker for? And what's the video for?
Well, it's a good
what
question.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
I know they have a sensor on them.
Right.
Because mine does too.
Yeah, so it doesn't bump into stuff.
Right. So it just knows it's getting close to something. It'll stop, turn around.
Yeah, like some LiDAR or whatever it's called.
Yes. Yeah. So, I understand that, but to actually have video?
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what that's all about.
I don't agree with hacking, everyday people's stuff and stealing their identities of that shit. No, that's evil.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna hack somebody's robot vacuum cleaner,
just to
don't
yell
spew
things.
racist stuff. Have fun, for God's sakes. Find out their names. Dave. Hey, Dave.
Where you at?
You're like, who the hell's that? Dave, I'm under the couch. Can you help a brother out?
Yeah, I'm stuck. I'm stuck on the rug.
Play with
rug,
their
Dave.
mind. That's where the fun
Help
is.
me out, Dave.
Yeah. What's a guy got to do to get a sandwich around here? clean up in aisle 3, Dave.
You dirty bitches.
Wow. Yeah.
And I don't understand. Like some of them you can buy are thousands of dollars, and they have all this crazy technology.
Yeah, I don't get
But
it.
I don't understand what for.
And I live in an apartment. It seemed a little unnecessary
Fair enough.
to have it,
Yeah.
like, it'd be kind of cool, but guaranteed at some point it's going to scare me.
Yeah.
I'm going to get up and I'm oh shit.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like, hey, I love you. Or something.
Oh, like Teddy Ruxpin?
Yeah,
We're back
like
to
Teddy
that again?
Ruxpin.
I love you.
It's terrifying. Stupid Teddy Ruxpin.
So, yeah.
So
I won't be buying one.
what if yours? What if that happens to yours?
Mine won't. Mine is like not. It's what is it called?
Oh, Pete.
I call it Robot. No, Oh, what's it called? I can't remember. But we call him Rob
Roger.
because it's just some run-of-the-mill Amazon version of a robot vacuum.
What's the game all the kids play?
Roblox.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
God, it just made me think of that.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, that would. It's too bad because it's too bad about the racial, like the racist slurs. Because other than that, it's pretty funny, actually.
It is pretty funny. It's the whole video watching one that I don't like.
Yeah,
and listening in. And
I wouldn't get behind that.
that freaks me out a little.
Like I said, I'd use the voice thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or suck up their car keys into it, or probably can't do that.
Mwahaha. You can't catch me now.
Dave, I got your keys, dummy. Get me another robot. I'm lonely down here.
Come find me.
Yeah, loser. And then Dave ends up kicking the crap out of the thing because he's furious. Hey, got anything else for us, or was that we good to go?
That's it for today.
Mm-hmm. I think you have something you'd like to say to our people.
Yes, I do.
Don't you?
Yes.
Do it, Mel.
Well, you guys should go to our website.
Heck yeah,
Go
you
check
should.
it out.
It's beautiful.
TheAbsurdPodcast.ca.
Mm-mm.
So if you want to know where to find us, that's where to go.
It is.
Our latest episode shows up on there as well, so you can listen from there if you want. But you can also go to all the streaming platforms that we have listed.
Yeah.
And we have Facebook, Instagram. Check us out.
Yeah. We're on a lot more streaming services than we were 2 weeks ago.
Yes,
All
there's
of a
quite
sudden,
a few.
like, I've never even heard of some of them.
Yeah.
But
They're not all listed on the website, though. So there's that.
oh,
If you go to our RSS
maybe
public
we should
site.
fix that.
Yeah, we could probably do that.
By we, I mean you.
By me. Yeah. If you go to our RSS, the public site, it'll have a little button there that says listen on, and you'll get like 15 different options. Like, it's crazy.
I want to kind of check out these other streaming services now.
Yeah, I tried a couple of them, but everything, they want you to sign up for stuff. And I'm like,
right.
I don't really want to sign up for a million things, but.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Huh, weird.
But anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, so please check us out. And if you visit us on Spotify or Amazon Music or whatever your preferred platform is, please give us a review, preferably 5-star. But certainly share with other people you know.
Yes.
Anyone else you think might be interested and find this entertaining, we would gladly ask that you share that with them.
Yes. Drop a comment.
Yeah.
Send us a DM.
Yeah.
We love getting messages from
Yes,
people.
we do. Instagram,
So please
Facebook.
reach out.
Yeah, send us a message. And if you have any ideas of absurd stories that you'd like to share that you think are noteworthy, by all means, send them to us and tell us if you're fine with us giving you a shout out for doing so.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, anything else, Mel?
That's it.
All right, well, thank you again, everyone, for coming by and listening, and hopefully we'll see you around again soon. Take care of yourselves and each other.
Bye.
Bye.
The Absurd Podcast is written, produced, and recorded by Rod and Mel. Music by Audionautics.com.